Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Studio as well. That we're not going to be searching for. We're going to be talking about for my little sister has just watching Gacha Life, and now it's being on Comic Studio as well. As we search for Gacha Life for one thing as well. So if we say for one thing for Gacha Life as well, so there is only Scraps and Friends that is absolutely going to be showing this Y as well. And this is not actually going to be for around here. And nothing is absolutely starting with Scraps and Friends. And this is not going to be actually going to be for like to do so as well. Not my little brother has just seen this in the last video. We just already checked out for some comic studios about Geometry Dash. Unfortunately, this is not gonna be actually that I just never be able to be sawing for around here as well. And because of like those things, Gacha Life has been taken down in Comic Studio. But I'm not gonna be going for suggest like this as well. And especially for a round of those comics as well. But there is nothing about for the Gacha Life as well that doesn't even exist for around here as well. Even for some sort of a gacha life for around here that we never gonna be trying to find out as well. If this is absolutely going to be came to life as well, if this is absolutely for a, it's not gonna be for around here, and if it's just absolutely going to be for the T as well, this is absolutely, I'm not gonna be sure. We absolutely, for one thing, is not gonna be going to use for a little T as well. So as you can see, one of their internet videos that we just searched Gacha Life in the search results on YouTube that we just probably for contains for a dark humor and for many more cringe humor for a lot of them as well. So not even for this as well. So it also absolutely featured to check it out in Project Sakai Comic Studio, as we probably looked like for saw something like anything as anime for a lot of those things as well. So even that we just continue to scroll down, and it's pretty a lot more about I'm not interested for as well, because this is where it goes on to my sister as well, or some sort of big sister that just watching it, because this is where my little sister have just watching for Gacha Life for a long time, and it was a short-lived for around of this time, including Geometry Dash or nothing as well. It's absolutely still surviving as Geometry Dash as well that my little brother watches as well, or itself for my little brother has just watches from his cousin, and except my little sister. But I'm not very sure that my little sister has just did actually going to be right to do this as well. So let's get into for the Project Sakai as well, because even that looking around of those characters, nothing similar to Gacha Life even for itself. But I'm not very sure this is absolutely going to be for around here. So am I gonna be checking out for this learning blocks later? Or it's something that I'm never gonna be supposed to look at this as well. And for some sort of, even though what is absolutely going for a fandom of those meme comics and anything as well that we just probably doing for some sort of a personnel comic studio or random comic studios is for the Project Fools, like for itself or as well. So not even for it's gonna be for extra for like those things as well. So I'm not for Sound Asians like those things as well, so I'm probably not gonna be very sure. By searching for Gacha Life isn't gonna be probably exist in Comic Studio. I'm probably very sure that doesn't gonna be for pretty exist to do this as well. Because according to my internet, it's not going to be for a very long time for just something as well. So it's not gonna be finished as well, as we're looking for some sort of for here's one of their links during the video. I'm probably very not sure that doesn't pretty exist, including here. I'm not very sure. This is absolutely for some sort of There is no existing in the Gacha Life for something like this before. As I'm not gonna be going for let me know if they try to find something without further ado. In the past few videos that we just eventually saw one of their Gacha Life things, or even reference that we just absolutely saw one of their things. Not even as possible that we just completely saw for any more of those things as well, including the anti-brain rot as well, for some sort of anything as well. Or probably that doesn't gonna be existing for anything as well. So as I scroll all the way up, and things have been available like those comic studios like Friday Night Funkin', Alphabet LORE, Cookie Run, and Battle for Dream Island, Pizza Tower, Epic Rooms, and for the expanded comic studios like many more other kinds, and especially like my Singing Monsters comic studio. Over here is actually for the CS users obeisance as well. Even for like anything for possibly that we just eventually saw this as well. And the most problem is that sometimes Gacha Life doesn't exist in Comic Studio. But this is where that my little sister's watches, my little sister being watched for a very long time, or a little bit of amount of time as well. And because she continued to watch some TikTok and other kinds of stuff that since the past 4 years from now, even like it's absolutely pretty say, there is other kinds of Gacha Life things, what is absolutely going to be for around here as well. And the popular icon is the Hatsume Miku, or like Hatsume Miku, that I just don't really realize that is absolutely being mentioned around here. So did I mention to look at here for as well from the Bravado Bison that we just never being saw like this as well. So I'm not gonna be going for a round to look at this as well from the Bravado Bison commercial that we probably seen this yet. So anyways, before we're gonna be end of this video, I might gonna be for finding out where some sort of the Gacha Life PNG it was. I might not gonna be looking for around for most of all, without further ado. Even for it's nothing that I just actually for being seeing one of their characters. And because the names like this are pretty exist, but the most even for striking things was the anime reference, and for the mini-series from some sort of an unknown reasons as well. So anyways, let's go for anime, or something it was for some sort of a Japanese animation series, was even extremely realistic and harassing Americans a lot, including African Americans and Europeans or South Americans like those things for anything as well. And especially that South Asians liked it as well, and especially that we're looking for One Piece. That this is where my little brother watches it for any day for around here until now, or in the future. So this is where this is actually going to be the end of this video for around here for very sure. So if you're probably going to be guessing why that I'm not going to be able to be showing for this as well, because I know that doesn't exist in Comic Studio, but this video is actually for 30 days ago that I just scheduled this video for right now. So eventually this is the end of the video for just for probably like I guess for about this as well. And some other kinds of links aren't going to be in the description below, so I just absolutely telling this why. But there is no comments around for here as well, so even so I'm probably extremely speechless as well. So I'm not going to be worrying about for even for those around of those things as well. So that is the end of the video for now as well, that I just once again saying for this one. I'll be signing off and I'll be see you in 2 days.